We're very sorry there. Facebook got mad at us. Buckeye, can you hear me?
Yep, yep. We are
Yeah.
good now.
I was afraid they were going to do that. I was afraid they were going to do that. That's what they do. Even though we have that thing there that says the song is not ours, we do not claim any entitlement to the song or any copyrights or copyright to the song. Sometimes they don't care. They'll still take the video down. They will bring your
Sure.
views down to nothing. That's what they just did. Yeah, but
It's good
we're
that we are.
glad to be back. You got to be very careful with Facebook. They don't mess around. They don't mess around. Okay, folks, welcome back. How are things in Liberia, Walker? What's going on?
Nothing much. Jealousy 6 and 7 from last week. The rest situation still continue. It just there's no improvement. It just going from bad to worse. And our government up to now, nothing has been said. If they are trying to handle the issue anytime soon, there haven't been anything said by the government, but the president is just here talking, talking on different issues, attacking people that are attacking him.
What do you want
Uh,
him to say, Bugger? What do you want him to say? I mean,
yeah,
they
there
don't
should be a
if
redress
they
that
had
oh
rights, the president, if they had rights, Bugger, the president would have gone to the warehouse.
yeah, but Costa, they should tell the Liberian people that anytime soon or a month from now or a few days from now, there'll be a ship coming in
They
with
don't care,
force.
Bugger. They don't care. They don't care whether you live or die. They don't care. They want your votes, but they don't care whether you live or die. You're right. What you're saying is right. They should tell the Liberian people, oh, my people, yep, we're sorry, oh, we beg you, oh, no rice now, but rice will come soon. But they don't care.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Bugger. Go ahead.
Yeah, so now a cup of rice is sold for 120 LD. How many persons can afford if you have like
How much it used to
uh
be, Bugger? Let me hold you there. How much it used to be?
it should be 30, 40.
Jesus.
Yeah. $30 for a
That's how
cup
much
of
it
rice.
used to
Now
be?
yeah, for now it's $120. All depends on where you are buying it from. That's the first thing. Some places you get it for $100, others you get it for 120. So, like I said, it depends on where you are buying the rice from. And every day you will see people land up at Fuani store. Over the weekend, I passed through. On Saturday, there was this memo that there's no rice today. We are not selling rice today, which was on Saturday.
Mm.
So you can come back
You mean the
on
member was at Fuani?
yeah, Fuani. We are not selling rice today. Come back on Monday. So people that have been going to Fuani for weeks now, up to now, they can get rice. Meaning, if they issue a ticket and you are in a queue, hoping that oh, I will get rice today, I will get rice this week, or I will get rice few days from now, and you are able to get a rice, it becomes frustrating. Today, I listen to people that are in queue at Fuani, both at Vital and Freeport. They're expressing their frustration. They bend their weeks. They just can be able to get rice. Now, if you are going to get like 10 bag of rice and you are not into a business, you are not into a rice business or whatsoever, or you don't have a business, like, oh, I'm a private citizen, I want to get few bag of rice from Fuani, you can get a rice because if you go there, they will ask you for business registration. That's what Fuani is
Ah,
doing.
so they only sell to rice dealers.
Rice dealers, yeah. So
People
if you don't
who
have
own
a
shops
business
and
registration,
stores, not to individuals.
no. Now, if you don't have a business registration, they don't sell to you. So what become of the in for all the private citizens that want
But
rice
the
to our
private
various
citizens
house?
have to wait until rice dealers buy the rice from Fuani and then take it to their store, add their profit to it, and sell it. Fuani has a point. That's the way the rice is done. Okay? The rice dealers
Mhm.
never sell to individuals. They sell to business people. Those business people buy the rice, okay? They add on top of the price they bought it a profit so that they go and sell it. If they bought it for
Mhm.
16, They will add $2 or $3.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Or they will add $1 or $2. So you can't blame Fuani, Boakai. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
The importers
Yeah.
never sell directly to consumers. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
exactly. They sell to other
Yep.
businesses.
If you go as a business person, you buy 100 or 200 bag of rice from Fuani, that include a television set. Fuani will want you that buying that rice to get a little profit on it, because if they sell to a private citizen, that become bad for those that are going and buying 100 or 200 bag of rice to sell.
Thank you. And who does Fuani rely on to buy the rice in larger quantities?
Those that are selling it.
Thank you. The rice dealer.
The
That's the
rice
way it
dealers,
works.
yeah.
Boakai. That's why they got rice dealers in the middle. So you got three categories of people who buy rice or who deal in rice. You've got the importers. Fuani is an example of an importer. You've got the fuller shops and the stores that sell rice per bag. And then you've got the people who buy and sell in the market per cup.
Yeah.
So you've got three categories of people who deal in rice. Three. So if one cuts out the middleman, the guy who buys in hundreds of bags and thousands of bags and goes to sell, how does he make a profit? How does he make a living? So that's why Fuani cannot sell directly to the woman or the guy who sells the rice in the wheelbarrow. So you got to understand that. But anyway, that's not the main issue. The main issue is that the rice issue is still a big problem. And the government is yet to say a word, which is what the point that Boakai is making, which is a brilliant point. This weekend, the president celebrated his birthday. It was a big birthday celebration. They said in the message they sent out by the Director General of the Cabinet, Joseph Solonte, that they will not be allowing anybody with cell phone. But of course, it looked like they went back on that particular rule or regulation, restriction. They did, as a matter of fact, allow people in, and we saw cameras, we saw pictures, we saw videos, right? All those people giving the president gifts and all of that, and I was like, okay. They're having a good time, yes, but yes, and then the man preached. He went to church. We'll play that an excerpt from his sermon yesterday, but because we lost the first video, because we played that song for our brother Mike Fire David, The Older I Get, a beautiful song by Alan Jackson. We're gonna have to do the shout out again because that video is off. I took it off. I took it down. I removed that video completely. You're not gonna find it anywhere. This is the video. Facebook took us down completely. We were at some 800 views, and it brought us down to just one view on Facebook. One, because we played that song. So, but I'm gonna do this, brother Mike Fire David. Happy birthday to you. You celebrate your birthday today on October 3rd. It's a very historic day in the history, in the existence of the Costa Show, and we'll tell you why. This is a day on which we led Operation Rescue Justina Taylor. Paga, you recall? 3 years ago today, on October 3rd, 2019, I sat in my studio in Wilmington, Delaware, where I lived at the time, and Boakai was in studio in Monrovia. Was it you, Boakai, or was it Fidel?
Yeah,
it was you.
No, I was the one.
You were, Boakai was my co-host then. Okay. Yeah, of course. And we call on our people. Boakai, can you guys find out what's happening on the radio? I hear people complaining. Just find out, please.
No. Yeah, we are not on for now, but they are working on it.
Okay, cool. So on this day, we call on, and we were moved, inspired, and we call on the people to get out there and rescue Justina Taylor. I didn't expect that the reaction we got would be the kind of reaction we would get, but ultimately it turned out to be that way, which was, it was mind-blowing. It was incredible. It had to be God. Well over 1,000 Liberians, well over 1,000 people hearkened to my voice, and they moved in on Catholic Hospital and a standoff with the police. They brought their water cannon, the water truck, and my people resisted, non-violently resisted. And Justina Taylor was set free by the government. They were reluctant, they didn't want to do it, but they were forced to do it. We succeeded. It was on this day. 1 week later, on October the 10th, they violently shut down our radio station. Because the government feared that if Henry Costa can sit in America 5,000 miles away and call on people to get out onto the streets for good cause, it was a good cause. They believed that we pose a great threat to their very existence, their very being in power. And that happened on that day. So this day is one of the most important days in my life. That is the day the Liberian people show me that they really can listen to us. It's very important to me, extremely important to me. So so Brother Mike Fire Davis celebrates his birthday today. We'll celebrate you. A big sister of mine, she, a special woman, a great woman, an industrious woman, she also celebrates today. Big sister Wuse Wia. Wuse Wia, she celebrates her birthday today. My big brother Calvin Wia's darling wife, she celebrates her birthday today. I want to say happy birthday to you, big sister Wuse Wia. We celebrate you today as you celebrate your birthday. We wish and pray that God Almighty will continue to extend your life and shower blessings upon you, confound you with blessings. And as you mark another year today on God's earth. And to all of you out there who celebrate your birthday today, October the 3rd, we celebrate you. We wish you all the best as you celebrate your birthday today. Okay, so now we move into other matters here. Okay, so this weekend, there was a major cocaine bust. Yeah, to the tune of $100 million. $100 million worth of cocaine. $100 million. Yeah, that is a lot. But this is not the largest cocaine bust that has taken place in Liberia. A few years ago, when Ellen was in power, there was a collaboration among the Americans. When you compare three things, you cannot say between. Three things. I mean, three. So the Americans, the French Navy, and the NSA of Liberia and the DEA. So that happened. The Liberian government and the French and the Americans, right? So a few years ago, there was a $500 million drug bust. Cocaine, pure quality cocaine, high-grade cocaine was being trafficked through Liberia. Liberia was simply the transit point. That cocaine you see that was busted this weekend in Liberia was not meant for Monrovia or for Liberia. You are so broke, you don't have money to buy $100 million worth of cocaine. Liberia has become a major transit point for the narco trade. It's a major transit point. So the drugs were being trafficked, that consignment. I remember the bust that took place, $500 million worth of cocaine. They were carrying the cocaine in 90 barrels, 90 plastic barrels. You know, that's what they were trafficking. And so this one, they had it in crates. They had them loaded in the refrigerated container. They brought it in as though they were bringing in fish. So there's a local company. There's a local company. They're in the fishery business. They I don't know whether they run a fishery, but they in the frozen food. That's what they run in frozen food.
Yeah, frozen goods. Yeah.
Yeah. So they bring frozen foods, fish, all kinds of things, chickens and stuff. Yeah. So they bring frozen foods. So they're in a frozen foods business, and they brought in $100 million worth of cocaine, pure uncut cocaine, in crates, in those wooden crates, and they had them in the refrigerator container, and they brought them in. I'm pretty sure this was not their first time, Waka. This was not their first time. It must have not been their first time. So they brought in the cocaine, and as I said earlier, and I want to repeat what I said, that cocaine was not meant for Liberia. Liberia is not the original destination for that cocaine. It was simply being transited through Liberia. Now, they were arrested. They arrested them. The U.S. government, working with the LDEA, they busted them. They confiscated the cocaine, and they arrested some of the individuals. Some of them ran away, according to what they said. A Brazilian national is among them. A Portuguese national is among them. Then I think there's a Guinean guy, that other guy. That was
the guy from Guinea-Bissau.
Guinea-Bissau. Thank you. Now, by the way, just so you know, Guinea-Bissau is the #1 hub for drug trafficking. It's the #1 transit for drug trafficking in West Africa. In fact, the United Nations has labeled Guinea-Bissau as a narco state. When they call you a narco state, you know what that means? That you are a hub for narcotic drugs. So Guinea-Bissau is a big problem when it comes to drugs. So the drugs were probably leaving Liberia to go through to Guinea-Bissau and then onward to Europe. That's the original destination of those drugs. The cocaine that was confiscated. $100 million worth of cocaine confiscated. Yes, I'm telling you. We want to commend the LDEA. We want to commend the Americans for their role. I'm pretty sure they got intelligence and shared it with the local. No, but imagine that, boy, guy. They brought that cocaine in a refrigerated container among the fish, among the chicken feet, and the chicken wing. So you all who are going to be eating all that stuff, some of you may get very high from eating that. But that company, they should be shut down. They should be arrested. They should be prosecuted. But then again, Buckeye, this is Liberia, right?
No, but Costa, the Americans are involved. The American got them to do what they did.
They could tell the Americans we're prosecuting them, they take them to court, and then some judge will let them go, and they will say insufficient evidence. Even though they confiscated a whole $100 million worth of cocaine in their facilities, they could still say insufficient evidence. Mama, you acting like you don't know Liberia. What guy? Don't you know Liberia?
Of course. So, Costa, how the people got a red flag? A guy that is part of this team called Malam. Yeah, Malam knew about this cocaine, and they have been, they have sent it to this particular company. So, those that are selling the frozen food, is, let me say, the fish and chicken feed is sold for between 20 to 30 USD for that small bags, that's just how they can sell it. But Malam knew that particular bags or that entire container, it contains that cocaine. So when they started to sell these bags, he went there quickly. Why the people are selling it for 30, 25 for chicken feed bags or fish cartoon like that? He went there, instead of him paying the regular $30 or $25, the man said no. He offers to pay what I'm seeing here. He offered to pay a huge amount of money for just few boxes of that.
So he knew because he was part of the whole trafficking.
He was part of them. He was part of them. So that was when those that are saying it, they say, but why would this guy come and pay
way more
just for chicken feed? Yeah, for chicken feed. Why would he come and offer to pay such amount of money?
Why would they make the blunder to try to sell it? Why didn't they know when they arrived in Liberia? Why didn't they remove those boxes from where they have the rest of their frozen foods?
Because when God is not on your side, anything can happen from behind you. Yeah.
Why so, was not their first time?
Yeah, I don't think so.
No,
because that company been existing for years. That company been existing for years, and like you said, I don't think this is the first time of them transiting such amount of cocaine in a country.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's in a
Mm.
district of the cocaine specialist, the lawmaker that is specialized in cocaine.
Pape
Color
Flomo,
Green. Color Green. That's Color
Akwa
Green
Green
district.
District.
Yeah, Color Green district.
Oh. And Color
District
Green,
number
Color Green is a well-known drug dealer.
drugs. Yeah.
Everybody knows him for that.
Mhm.
I mean, the Liberian people basically voted for a guy who is well known for selling drugs. Talking the country is bad. Yeah. Anyway, Bog, I will hold you right there. We have to discuss something here. Our partners at Sika Motors, they've done something great here we have to talk about. Shout out to Sika Motors, folks. If you're looking to purchase a brand new vehicle and you don't have the money to pay cash down, but you have a solid income, you work somewhere really good, and you have a relationship with a bank, a number of select banks, a select number of banks that Sika Motors deals with. You can go to Sika Motors today, and they can do a credit check. I mean, we don't have a credit check. They'll look you up. They don't have means to do credit check in Liberia anyway, but they will look you up, and if your bank is one of the approved select banks, you could drive away with a brand new Toyota vehicle, just like that, for $500 a month, or $600 a month, or $700 a month. You could drive away with a brand new vehicle from Sika Motors. Yes, I believe they are the only ones in Liberia that provide financing or that accept financing for vehicles. Yes, and they are our friends at Sika Motors there. Now, so Sika Motors has done something very, very good. There's an organization called ZTMDI. They are a legally registered, community-based, non-governmental organization in Sion Town, where Sika Motors is located. That's where they are located. Sika Motors, by the way, they are on Facebook. Just look them up. Sika Motors. You will find their phone numbers. You will find everything. So Sika Motors is located in Sion Town, and this is where this NGO is located. So what did they do? They wrote to Sika Motors, and back in I believe on the 9th of June 2022, and they said they were doing a project, in Zondertown, the Zondertown movement for developmental initiatives. That's what the NGO is called. And their communication, they revealed that they want to support. They want to support for their project. So Sika Motors decided that they were going to assist. So the signing ceremony took place at Sika Motors Liberia head office in Sion Town on September 20th. And in October 2022, that is this month, Sika Motors will provide financing for the implementation of the project, which is to construct a 6-bathroom public latrine facility. 6-bathroom public latrine facility, among others. But that's a key project that Sika Motors will be funding in that community. This is what you call corporate social responsibility. Mr. Emmanuel S. David is the Human Resource Officer and Administrative Manager of Sika Motors. He explained that the grant will support the community and provide proper sanitation as well as promote healthcare for residents in the Zondo Town community. That's where they are located, and they're investing in the people. Even though the people don't buy cars from them because they can't afford, but Sika Motors is still putting money in the community to help the local people. Mr. David further stated that after an evaluation by Sika Motors, they decided that they were impressed with the expected benefit that the community, that this facility that they're going to be funding will bring to the local people. So this project is worth, we're talking some $9,000. Yeah, 9,000 euros. We should be more than $9,000. Yeah, exactly. So this is very good. So we want to commend our friends at Siga Motors for this initiative, for doing something, leading by example, helping the people in the community in which they operate. It's a commendable deed, Waka. If all these big companies were helping in their local communities, right? Good thing. This is a facility, a 6-bedroom latrine facility. It will benefit the local people. Okay, good. So that's what happened with the whole drug thing. What were we done with it?
Yeah. So yeah, we're done with it. The case is still ongoing. But for me, what my observation is about that entire
What do you
just
think is going to happen, Boga?
once the American involved, things will not be done the Liberian way because it was a tip off from the U.S. embassy to the Liberian government, to the NSA and the LDA. That was the only way they could know about such a drugs in the country, or else it was just going to pass through our country again, our borders, and only few guys in the top, area that were
I
going
mean,
to
drugs
know.
have been trafficked every day through Liberia.
Yeah,
Liberia is a major transit.
so the American was involved. That's why we Liberians are getting to know about it today. That's my thinking.
Yeah, well, the Americans worked with them. I'm pretty sure the Americans didn't join them. I'm pretty sure the Americans provided the intel, and that's what they acted on. All right, we're going to move on to something else here. So yesterday, President Weah preached. Bishop Weah. As you all know, his birthday was on what? The 1st, which was on Saturday. And on Sunday, he preached. They had an elaborate events, an elaborate itinerary. He had a football match in the morning at the playground, which he built for himself. Of course, that playground was built for George Weah himself. They also had, after the football match, then at Jamaica Resort at 3 p.m., people gathered. They gave him gifts. I saw people giving him golden plum. Jesus, those golden plums were looking so good. Man, I haven't had golden plums in a long time. I saw them give George Weah a basket full of golden plum. When you have people suffering in the country, they're gonna give you as president.
Yeah, but no rice now. When we're gonna be having rice, they're probably gonna carry rice there. But since no rice, they
My
put
man, I saw a basket full of golden plums. I'm like, what? They're giving the man golden plum for a birthday gift. All right, no rice in the country, so we'll get golden plum. But I was like, okay, that's good. So yeah. So then on Sunday he preached his sermon at the church. But this guy, God got patience, though. The guy can go stand on a pulpit. That guy with a wicked black hat, George Weah, can go stand on a pulpit. That place is not a pulpit, first of all. I'm sorry. That place is not a church. That place is a mockery house. He mocks God in that place. He stands up there, and that's where he throws shades at people, Braga. All the things he's not able to say to us through a press conference, because he is so incapable of doing a press conference. It is in that place, that mockery place that he built, calling a church. That's where he stands and he throws shades. He insults people. He attacks people. He says all kinds of stupid things there. That's what he does, Braga. That is exactly where he does it. Now, at that place, he tried to clarify what he meant by likening or comparing Monrovia to Miami. He said, Waga, I send it to you, to your WhatsApp. Hewitt, you're about to play it. He said he did not mean that the entire Monrovia is like Miami. He said what he meant is that the area where he lives, rehab community, is like Miami. My people, go listen to it. This joker of a president, this idiot will not learn. Go listen to it. That's what he said. He said that's what he meant. I'm not telling you the whole of Monrovia is like Miami. I'm only saying the community in which I live is like Miami. He would not leave it. He's still trying to find a way for you to accept that he was not wrong.
Yeah,
And he was not insensitive.
Costa, he's saying because people can go jog in the night in rehab.
The area
So
where he lives.
yeah, we should consider that as Miami.
Yeah.
When the solar panel lights, it's not a
Yeah, the solar
regular
lights there,
medicine.
people can jog
Solar
around.
light.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Play,
we
but
should
I
consider
play.
that as Miami.
Play, please.
All those street is paid. The children running in and out, they're jogging. In real, you're not jogging that. So somebody say, oh, the man say, we are just like Miami. Yes, we are just like Miami.
Let me take it from the top again.
All those street is paid. The children running in and out, they're jogging. In real, you're not jogging that. So somebody say, oh, the man say, we are just like Miami.
We're stupid.
We are just like Miami.
Stop that. So listen to him. He said where he lives in rehab, people jog at night. And so that makes it, that guy's a joker. People jog at night because of the solar lights. So therefore, that is what Miami looks like. The Miami in Florida. Yeah, people jog at night. So yeah, that's Miami. That's where he lives. So basically, he's saying to you, I said the whole Monrovia is like Miami. What I actually meant is that the area where I live is like Miami because people jog at night in my area. That Miami. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Why that guy is a terrible, dangerous guy. This George Weah man, a terrible, dangerous individual. This guy is high. This guy is delusional, and he's high on delusions of grandeur. He believes that he is a great leader. There is no telling him otherwise. People can't find food to eat, Boakai, and the guy believes that he's the best president Liberia has ever seen. Yeah, he believes that. You cannot tell him anything otherwise. Mr. Weah believes he's the best thing that ever happened to our country. Yeah. Monrovia, I answer the whole Monrovia. I answer the whole Monrovia at Miami. I just said the area where I live, rehab. Then he turns to his worshipers because those people are not worshipers of God. They are worshipers of Weah. He turns to them. He said, well, in rehab, y'all can't be jogging in the night. They say, yeah.
They start clapping. And Costa, he said something about the opposition. I just want to play what he said about the opposition in a scene. Someone again.
Yeah, play.
All the people are making noise. That was 7%, 3%, 1%. They can all get together. They all get together. I can guarantee you, will bring them to the
Okay.
Yeah.
What did he say? Play again. I didn't really hear it. What did he say?
All right. So I will play it again, and then I will say exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, but I might understand it this time. I wasn't paying attention.
I went before. I went with FIFA. I went with UNICEF. Those jobs I stayed there because I did my due diligence. So if I'm not here after my second term, I'll be working for
you. Look at that bugger talking about that son of man swan talking about after his second term. After a what thing?
Listen, man, listen.
All the people are making noise. About 7%, 3%, 1%, 8%. They can all get together. They all get together. I can guarantee you, will bring them to the
Okay. So the president is saying that all those that got a 7%, those that got the 4%, the 1%, you all can come together as opposition. I can guarantee you that I will beat you again in 2023. Yeah,
I don't blame
that's
Joey. Joey, I'm blaming you, Papa. The guy is in that stupid place called a church. Because that place is not a church. There is no way God will be in their midst. Have you ever heard Joey quote the scripture from that his stupid pulpit?
For what?
He never quotes any scripture. All he does there is that he throws shades. That's what he does. He throws shades. He attacks people. He tries to bully people. That's what he does. That's the only place where George Weah feels secure to talk. But why do you think George Weah is never confident to speak to the nation at a press conference at a mansion? He only speaks from his pulpit. Why?
Because he's VC.
Because he's empty-headed.
Because he's to address the press. You don't want the media to ask him the difficult questions.
No, he does not want that. So the only place he feels comfortable is to go to that his stupid place called a church. That's not a church. I will call it a stupid place because it is not a church. Yeah, him talking about after my second term, I will get international job. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, that's what he said.
He said the reason he held the jobs, UNICEF ambassador. UNICEF ambassador is not a job, Mr. Idiot. UNICEF ambassador is not a job. It is given to celebrities and high-profile people. It is not a job. It's a ceremonial title you wear. UNICEF ambassador. What wrong with about? Talking about he will go back and get a high-profile international job. Okay. Do you know what former presidents that leave office on a good note, that are respected and revered, are the ones that are giving international gigs, speaking engagements? But that's what former leaders do. They sit on panels. They invite all over the world to share their experience with audiences around the world. Now, who's going to put George Weah on a panel? Hello? Who's going to put former President George Weah in 2024 after we flock his behind and drag him out of office? Who's going to put George Weah on a panel abroad? Whether I broken English in here mob, now empty head. Why you gonna be saying that when rest is expensive, we're gonna reduce the rent so that those who all cannot afford, but make it ends meet. Who's gonna put that empty-headed man on a panel in Europe or in America to speak to audiences that have paid lots of money to go and attend? But please tell me who's gonna put that ball on the panel?
Only jokers will do that.
But nobody will put. Okay, he's president now. Where has he been invited to speak?
Nowhere. Nowhere. Only in Liberia.
After I leave, Vanny Saki, my brother, you hear that fully man talk about after I leave power, I'll get my international job. After my 12 years, after your 12 years, something wrong with you? You looking at somebody to put on panel? What do you know? Your head empty all day. You putting more Hennessy ass on there to fry that the small balance bring you get. You just putting Hennessy ass on it. Talking about somebody will put you on panel. You will get an international job. But they were able to stay in front of an audience of educated and sophisticated people to speak. You think panels? Let me listen. Obama gets paid. His going rate is between $400,000 to $500,000 for a 30 to 45-minute speech. Barack Obama. Barack Obama commands the highest fee in speaking engagement. And I anticipated it. Even when he was president, I knew it. I said, this guy is going to make Clinton. Bill Clinton was the guy who was stopping. The moment Obama became former president, Obama makes now $400,000 to $500,000 for one speech because he's very sophisticated. He's a smooth talker. He's a great orator, a better speaker than even Bill Clinton. And then the bugger wants to tell us, you think they're going to carry you where? They're going to carry you to Columbia University to speak to the audience in a large hall with thousands of people? They're going to put you on a panel on stage with the likes of Bill Gates? I don't like Ellen. You all know I don't like Ellen, but Ellen is all over the world. on panels speaking to the world, because that is where they put leaders that got sense. Talking about after my 12 years, I will go back to my international job. Our UNICEF ambassador. UNICEF ambassador is a ceremonial title. It is not a job. It is not a job. What do you know for somebody to carry you somewhere to go speak? What thing you know? You president, they get invited to speak. Even high school commencement. This boy has not been invited to speak at a high school commencement. He has not been on one panel. Do you not see presidents all over the world on panels? Marabio was at Harvard the last year, I believe. Marabio was speaking at Harvard University last year. Marabio on a panel. Presidents is what they do. He shared the stage with Bill Gates. Marabio shared the stage with Bill Gates, sitting on a panel at Harvard University of all places. That they juggle here with a fried brain, empty head, that he the one you're gonna take and carry somewhere. They go sit down there and say, who's gonna carry you? Talking about when I leave, but after my 12-year president, I will go do my international job. What are you doing international job? You don't know nothing. Fisi mele you. Nonsense. But you see what I tell you? The boy is high on delusions of grandeur. He thinks he's it. That's what he believes. He believes that he's it. Yeah. Because the Fisi librarian poor tell you they make you president, so you think now you something. You're not nothing. You're not nothing. In the grand scheme of things, you know what, Bwaga, as former world best, even Bwaga, as world best, their ball never made money. Have you seen somebody world best before and they left and they became broke? As world best, how many advertisements, how many commercials, endorsements did John Weir get? Fisi company then use you to do endorsement. What Alphabet Boost need that nobody know? Diadora. John Weir was doing advertisement or endorsement for Diadora. Then what the company that he did a column for? He wore naked. He wore butt naked for small money. Because you were world best. And they used you to do Fisi commercials. And they gave you chicken change. You were endorsing brands like Diadora. A player of your caliber had to walk naked on TV for small money. Can't talk about when you leave a former president. You were former world best. What did you do? How much money did you make? How many speaking engagements did they invite you to? How many? You were former world best for many years before you became president. Did you see that bugger at one football event in any serious role? You know how many from what kind of work does Zidane do today?
Coach.
What kind of work does Patrick Vieira do today?
Coach.
Me, I don't know football, but hey, listen to me. Patrick Vieira is a coach. Zidane is a coach. Pep Guardiola, what does he do today?
He's a coach. Even right here in Sierra Leone, Mohamed Kalon, he's coaching Kalon FC.
Hey, my begin, let go. Why do you think all these guys, former players,
Terry Henry,
they are either coach or they are team managers or they are football commentators. Frank Lampard, the great Lampard, what does he do today?
Coach.
What did Jawia do after football? He was hustling, taking money from people here left and right. He eat money from the other politicians. He ate Bronsky money. He was eating any money. He was hustling. That was Samuel Eto'o. Samuel Eto'o is president of the Cameroon FA. This is what we're talking about. Steve Gerrard. All the guys. But you know why Jawia could not coach any team? Why? You want me to tell you why? Let me tell you why. The man cannot communicate himself well. What does a coach do? What's the number one tool a coach uses?
Rewrite. Know how to honestly.
to communicate with the players.
Mm-hmm.
So we always say, my man, just do that one here. You help it. You know, you just say, how can he be a coach when he cannot even speak?
He made this tao for all year, Costa.
Yeah, tao. Then we hear the man one day on TV in Ghana. They were interviewing the man about something, some football game, and the man was talking about buga buga. What do you call buga buga? You will tell a European player buga buga, my man don't do buga buga on the feet. That's why Joe Weah never landed any job in the football industry after he retired. Because he dull. He can't even speak. He got told about after my 12 years as president, and I will go take my international job. You better go sit up. You ought to be anything anywhere. You see, man, I don't blame you. So, do you understand? The only place that ball can talk that in a stupid place called church. Can I tell? I'll keep calling it that way. Because that is not church there. That is not church. And the only place that ball can talk. I play a carry, open your mouth, he talk nonsense. He talk nonsense. Talking about 7%. You compare yourself with Alexander Cummings? No, seriously. I'm not Cummings, man. But can you compare yourself with Cummings? Well, have we not seen Cummings of late sitting now on panels around the world, speaking to people, to different audiences around the world? We've seen Cummings. We've seen Joe Bogart. Joe Bogart was recently in Italy. They honored him. He was at a program. When was the last time you, John Manawia, when was the last time were you absolutely anywhere? When? Tell me, Joia. When was the last time? Were you anywhere in the world speaking to anybody on any subject for that matter? Nowhere. And you can't open more, you want to put you more on opposition people. You can compare yourself with Joe Barker or with Ellis Cummings. When those people are in the room speaking, can you sit down there and talk? Can you make any contribution to any conversation that Barker and Cummings are able to have or are having? What do you know? You know nothing. You are intellectually disabled. You are intellectually disabled. The only gift God gave you that in your feet. God put all your gift in your feet. Now in your feet, God gave your gift. You are president by accident. It's a political accident that happened in Liberia. Then you want to put more on good, decent human being. People who took years to educate themselves. To educate themselves. You just bulldoze. You say you went to school and your friend there was learning the ball for you. You know the guy who used to do an assignment? The mean guy who used to do an assignment? Whistler. Where Nisa man, I forget your first name. That the man used to do his assignments. So, but you got master's degree. Master's degree where? But you got master. You master's degree. I'm finishing my master's degree this month on the 16th. That's when I submit. I do my presentation. I'm done on the 16th of this month. I'm doing my last two courses now. The both of them will end on the same date, the 16th. Yeah. And you sit down there talking about John Weah, myself, we two all get master degree together. That bugger Lord. Chris Wisner. Thank you, my friend. Chris Wisner is the guy that used to do all John Weah's assignments. They've been doing 100% online school. So it was easy for the people to just go access the stuff and do all his studies for him. Talking about all the people that get 7% and 3% and 1%. And let me let you know, I will be your, and after my second term, I will get my international job. The boy is delusional. International job. All right, folks. We're gonna move on to something else here. Now, folks, listen to this. By the way, do you know anybody in Liberia who's coming to the US anytime soon, this week, preferably this week? I had something mailed by FedEx. It's been 3 weeks. The package has not arrived. It's a small package. It has not arrived. I would like to have that thing sent again. Anybody, you coming to the US this week, please get in touch with me. I beg you. I need a very, very small package. Small package. Yeah. It will not even weigh half pound. No, nothing anywhere near that. Not even a quarter pound. Not even a quarter pound. So please let me know. I need to have that package brought this week. I beg you. It's very, very important. We sent it by FedEx. FedEx is in the States, but it's held up at. They say it's in the States up to now. It has not made a way to the destination. No. So I beg you, if you are in Liberia and you're coming to the US this week, please do me that favor. I will appreciate it. A small package, very small, tiny, and you will see what's inside. That's all you know. You will see what's inside. My general manager, Mr. Sylvester Teves, now will bring it to you, and he will show you exactly what is inside before he presents it to you. I beg you, please. I really do need that favor. It's very important. It's not that we don't want to pay money to send it, but we send it and it's been 3 weeks and it has not arrived. Yes, that is why we need your help. All right, now, Bwakai, last weekend. Oh, you got a friend leaving on Wednesday? You see, please get in touch with us. I beg you. Please, I beg you. Just write me a message on Facebook. My inbox, just DM me, and I'll have my people get in touch with you. I beg you. Okay. Bwagai.
Yeah.
Let me say this. You know they put $11 million in the recast budget, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. $11 million supposedly to pay to the rice importers as subsidy. We've already explained this, so people understand what we mean by subsidy. Of the $11 million captured in the budget, in the recast budget, the Ministry of Finance said they proceeded to, and this was broken on Spoon Talk, by the way. Let's give them credit for that. Spoon Talk. This was broken by a guest they had, Samuel Koga, Representative Samuel G. Koga of District 5, Nimba County. He's the chair on the Committee on Commerce. Yeah. He appeared on Spoon Talk as a guest, and he broke this story. He broke this news. According to Samuel Koga, $5 million was disbursed to the Ministry of Finance, to the Ministry of Commerce, to Mawani Deeks, to pay to the rice importers. Of the $5 million disbursed, only $3.5 million made its way to the rice importers.
Look at that.
Are you listening, Bwagai?
$5
million disbursed of the total $11 million. The Minister of Finance, Samora Wolokoli, I'm told, is the acting Minister of Finance because Tua is out of the country. So now we're told, according to Samuel G. Koga on Spoon Talk a few days ago, that of the $5 million earmarked for the rice importers. Look, the guys are so corrupt that everything they do, even when it comes to a national crisis, they are still mindless and wicked and still practice their evil corruption. $5 million was raised from the $11 million captured in the budget for subsidy. The money was approved and the check was cut. And the money was supposed to be moved to the Ministry of Commerce so that Mawani Deeks can go and settle the rice importers. Of the $5 million, Bwagai, only $3.5 million made it to the rice importers. Now, 3.5 made it. So what happened to the 1.5?
That's the question.
$1.5 million unaccounted for. What happened to the $1.5 million? What happened? That is the $1 million question. Samuel G. Koga, chairman on the Committee on Commerce, is who said this on Spoon Talk. last weekend when he appeared as a guest. Yeah. Let's go take some calls. Okay.
All right, 077-0102-103-83-555-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. Keep your calls coming in. +231-888-624171 is the WhatsApp number you can call, and you will be live on the Costa Show in the morning. We discuss about the drugs issue. We discuss about the president's statement at his church over the weekend. We discuss about the rice issue. We discuss about what, a lot of things. So all you have to do, just call him, make your contribution. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, I come here. Good morning, good morning to Henry Pedro Costa. Yeah, Baka, concerning the right issue, that's small thing in Liberia. You know, Fuka, you are office to Yumako now. They do Yumako fence. So, it's not easy to play shame part. So, the person need to do something about the key business. They rest business. So,
the president get time for you?
The president get time for that thing, my brother.
Yeah, but they need to do something.
All right.
Yeah. Get time to do something? You not get the president talk? In your whole sermon, that is stupid thing called sermon on Sunday yesterday. He preached at a stupid church. Did you hear him say anything about the rice business? No. He doesn't care. The man say after a 12-year in office, he will do an international job. Let's go take more calls here. President number 2, the president get time you eat rock. That your business. Joey ain't care.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Baka.
Yeah.
This is the yellow man.
Mm-hmm.
So, Baka and Pedro Costa, I have to say thank you for the program this morning. But Baka and Pedro, let me tell you this sector where Honorable Baka said, don't give big man job to small boy. This man became man country. Nobody. In fact, what a day would I have money, I would learn that 3.5 million was given to only one company. Instead of they give it to the share out $5 million a month for he share our money, they share it, give it to one company. And so that one company is there alone doing the business. So what I want to $5 million gone. But what do we do? We are people related, we can't sell corruption. So the person has given people the chance to steal. He said Ria is call Miami. Ria and Miami, what happened? Maybe you're talking about a second time, you're drinking a second time. The people are not more food to get second time job. The first time is just food. The first time you become president for you to do the people where you stay there right there. Who want to be that thing? Now you resume, they resume play with him as a president. And he played job, he just pick there the election commission, can't have rest here for 1 year. No, rest. You can't go to people who will come out of good to rest there. The other day, I want to go to a fair today. So you must play with him.
Okay, thank you so much for calling in. I'll take Martina Konate on this line. Martina, good morning and welcome to the show.
Hello.
Good morning, Martina Costa Princess.
Good morning, Boyka. Good morning, leader. Good morning to our many listeners. Martina Konate, Costa Princess, calling from Prince Miami, soon to be Senator Johnson. I got quickly to the issue, right? I told leader they go on. Or God ready to fight. Or God ready to deliver any nation. He do things to the people that we get to them, that we make them to do the right thing. Why is it that we're going through the crisis? The people not think about solving the issue or the problem they get with the rest deal. They still exploiting from the people. The money was allotted for them to get. And I want to make the leaders, Mr. Koga, make it clear on Saturday that 7 million is supposed to get to the people because they're owing the people 9 million. That 7 million was approved for them to give to the people. And they can't give the people portion of it, not even half of that money. Right now, Imagine the American top bread is $35 for the 25 kg bread, but we buy the local rice, China and Indian rice for $40 US. Rice right now is 6,000 Liberian dollars. Like I said, Liberia, if we can land the soft way, we will land the hard way, and everybody will remember it. This rice will go all the way to $45 or $50. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Martina, for calling in. Let's see. We're taking your call 0770-102-102-886. What is this? Okay. I'm trying to get somebody from the WhatsApp number this morning. Just hold on, let me put you through. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Walker. Good morning,
Yeah, your name is calling from?
my name is Amos, but I'm calling from New Jersey, USA.
Okay. Go ahead from New Jersey. We miss you there. You have to call back. Let me see if I can do this. Let's take somebody from this line here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Walker. Good morning, Petro. I'm Amos calling from the USA, New Jersey.
Go ahead.
I heard like we are saying Rehab is looking at Miami. We are just, that's what he said again. That every time when we are wrong appropriate to speak, we got a burner. So how you will be a second president telling people that the same way you live, the same way like the USA. When you don't care about the other people, you are telling the people the same way you live. The same look like Miami. So how does that show you to be that you care for yourself? You only care for yourself. That's why you take the place where you live, because you care for yourself, you make the place like heaven for yourself.
All right.
So you just go again. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. I'll take somebody from this line. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Emerson Chobe. I joined you from Concord Town. Good morning, leader. I call as chairman of the Liberia movement for full security that is having a pending mass national protest to call on this government to provide rest for us. Okay. If this government prioritizes the subsidies for the rest, it will be the first money they will take up from the budget to pay the rest. But instead, the government take the money and buy on themselves in the store, buying car for lawmaker, distributing 30,000 for lawmaker. The government doesn't have the guts of distributing 30,000, 2 million on each county to jumpstart agriculture project, which can secure food for the future for Liberia. But we are just kidding. Lastly, the president is very insensitive to the plight of the Liberian people. So you know how many dollars before 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, go and sell to the game before they can buy a cup of rice. Now they can't see a cup of rice. That children are dying with hunger. And George Weah is here defending his Miami and going to preach and be threatening other people. President Weah, we don't want to have to repeat of what happened in Sri Lanka and other places. We are dying for hunger. A hungry man is an angry man. No food in this country. Your change of hope is a relative sense of destruction and disaster for our people. We will call on you very soon to invite us so that we can mobilize our people across Liberia to expose this corrupt government to the world. That we don't want this president, our people are dying with disobedient drugs in this country. And in fact, if the Americans are not involved in drugs, are going to pass through the office of this president and send to wherever this movement was.
Thank you so much. This person, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, but your background is not too good, my brother.
That background is not good. I don't know where you calling from. Will you please take another caller?
No, check your line is not good at all. At all, your line is not good. 0770-102-102. I don't know where you're calling from, but your line, the place you are, is not in a good position. So you have to call back, change your location and call back. 0770-102-102-86, 010383. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Yeah.
My man, they play here. I don't know where you are. It's not good. We still anticipate your calls. There's no call. It's 0770-102-102-86, 010383555102. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-624-171.
And folks, as I said, if you know somebody you know very well that's coming to the U.S. this week, please do let me know. I would like them to bring for me a small, very small package to the U.S. this week. If you know someone coming, I will really appreciate that. Very small, tiny small package, less than a quarter of a pound. We shipped it by FedEx, and it's been 3 weeks. It has not arrived. 3 weeks on Friday. This last Friday made it 3 weeks, so I don't know when it's gonna get you. Yeah. So let's take some more calls. We've got 19 minutes to go.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bogart.
Welcome. Where are you calling from?
This is Abraham P.M. South, joining you from Foya District, Local County.
Welcome. How is Foya?
I hear they have a loss there, or the chief died, Chief Momo Taylor.
Yeah, right now, Foya is kind of sad because for the law of our prominent chairman, Chief CC1.
Yeah, we are very, very sorry.
Unfortunately, last night he passed off.
Yeah, okay. You guys have our sympathy.
Yeah, right now, the issue of our country right now, we need to ask God to forgive us, because the issue of hardship is all around this country. Even though other people
the rights issue,
but it cannot be compared.
You said?
Ask him about the rights issue in Foya. How is it?
Not being like some of us, we are very closer to Guinea and Swallow. We will not be getting food to eat. But thank God for us, if rest cannot come from Monrovia, we can get rest from Swallow, we can get rest from Guinea.
So,
right now,
hello?
The people of Benjamin, they are depending on us to even supply them rest, because it's not even gasoline right now. The road is cut. Road from here to Monrovia don't have access to the city right now. People have to use Swallow to go to the water side to get to the nation capital in order at least to get some needed commodities that will help to sustain our life.
So the rice you guys eating there now is from Sierra Leone?
Both the rice we're eating, we have the Swahilian rice, we have the Guinean rice.
Okay.
So the only thing, people should be in sympathy with the people of Foya, because the most talk about Paramount Chief, the father of the city land, he passed off. Actually, he was sick. He actually been sick. But after the by-election, they took him to Ghana. We don't know the reason why they took him there for, whether for treatment or not for treatment. But upon his return, arrival here, he told us that he started experiencing some kind of pain in his leg. Through that illness, he was in that illness until last night, finally he passed off. So thank you, Papa, for it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bogai, let me say something about that. To the people of Lofa, particularly Foya, Paramount Chief Momo Taylor. Momo Taylor was one of the sons of the late Omen Tama Taylor, a very, very well-respected traditional leader. So we want to say our deepest condolences to the people of Foya, to all the Kisi people. Chief Momo Taylor was a very powerful man, a very powerful traditional leader. Our sympathy, we sympathize with you. Yes, I remember they took him to Ghana after the by-election, Boakai. He and a number of other people went to Ghana. We don't know why they went to Ghana. Some people said for treatment, some people said for a meeting. And he returned to the country, and this is what has happened. We have lost him. Our sympathy, our condolences to the Taylor family and to the people of Foya, to all the Kisi people. Let's go back to the lines, boy. Let's take some more calls there.
All right, let's take somebody from the WhatsApp number. Good morning.
Good morning. Morning.
Yep. Your name is joining us from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Welcome.
Yeah, I want to make a thank you very much. I want to make a small contribution to the show real quick, and it's in respect to the sufferings of our people. I think what's going on in Liberia is diabolically symmetrical to God's plans for our people. If you read the book of Jeremiah 29:11, God's plan is for us to prosper and to bring us to an expected end. In 1831, a preacher prophet by the name of Nat Turner stood up to strike a blow for freedom, and those around him saw him like a tyrannical fool. I think it's about the time Jesus himself said, "I have come to set the captive free." And so Moses, a man of God, led a freedom march at the urge of Almighty God, saying to Moses, "Let my people go." So I think it's about time that someone will have to carry the weight. Someone will have to step up to the plate. We see how people are dying from starvation. The civil rights have been denied. And if no one rises up to this call, our people will continue to suffer at the hand of the devil. Okay. And so I just wanted to call in. I have called the show before, and I know you guys are running out of time, but this is our people will have to be re-educated, and it has nothing to do with having a master's degree of this and that, but just to know their right and what they have to do. So our people will have to now mount their courage to do something that would not tear up our country, but something that will be more militant, so that they can get their freedom that they need. But they need emancipation. I just wanted to kind of contribute that.
Thank you so much. We're still taking your calls on the line. I'll take this person from here. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, brother.
Good morning.
Morning, brother. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Fine. Am I on the air or what?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. We are in the Justice Minister's office. They have the family invited, and it's where we have reached. I want to call him to verify if you will be able to call the family a special time right after the purpose of the call by the minister, and we'll be able to make the world to understand. But so far, so good. The content of the communication sent to us is about the mothers getting prepared to accept the conduct of DNA. We want to understand what the report of the panel is all about before recommending the conduct of DNA. There we are. But when we shall have met with him, conclude the discussion with him, then I would love for the Costa Show to be able to host the family through their representative of the family holistically.
Okay, this is Bibera Samuka V. Corner.
Samuka V. Corner, yes.
Yeah, the missing boy. So he just giving out what we discussed the last time, and information on what we discussed, the letter that was sent to the family about they accept.
I'm explaining, but I tell him afterwards we'll take them.
Okay, so after the meeting, then we'll have you guys on probably tomorrow or the day after. We'll let you guys know.
Okay, all right, okay, no problem. We appreciate that so much.
All right, thank you. We're still taking your calls.
Last week we talked about it, that the Minister of Justice, Musa Dean, had invited the families, 3 families, to meet with him today to discuss, the possibility of a DNA or DNA test done, and they were going to collect specimens from each of the 3 mothers for the DNA tests. And so that's why they're in our meeting today. But I think the family said the families would like to see the report first before they can consider, going ahead with a DNA test. Because a panel was set up, and a DNA test, an investigation was supposedly done, but the report of that investigation has not been submitted to the families. So the families demand the report, as they should be given the report. So that's why they are there today. So we wait to see what comes out of that meeting. And whenever the families want to have their representatives speak, we will avail the platform to them. And so that we can hear from them. Yeah. But okay, let's take a few calls there. Let's take a few more calls. We've got 10 minutes to go, and then we'll close up.
Good morning, Baga.
Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
How you doing? I'm Thomas William calling from Minnesota.
Welcome, Thomas.
Thank you, Baga. Baga, It is very difficult. After 5 years, I haven't even accepted John Weah as president of Liberia. It took me 2 years to accept Eddie. I see John Weah as a classroom where the least man in the class, the person who's called the least grade, becomes the prefect or the president of the class. You have a serious national crisis, rights issue in the country, and you go to your church and you talk about Louis Bryan opposition. It is too sad for Liberia, man. But God, thank you very much for this opportunity.
Okay, let's see if we can have Sheikh back on the line. Sheikh, good morning, welcome back. Hello?
Good morning, brother.
Yeah, good morning, welcome.
Hello? Yeah, okay, thank you. I'm on Nigeria, right?
Yeah,
okay,
go ahead.
I'm Sheikh Jabate, and I'm calling from Spain. Daddy, good morning to you. I just want to say that only Nigeria is on the side, right? This is a president who, upon a rifle, told you that there's a rest in the country, and then he turned around and did a share some ministers in his prime minister bishop, saying that he's in sympathy or in solidarity with the people. This is St. Joshua, who just told you that Moreover is like a Miami. Then yesterday, he just told you that he only thought about his community. Can you imagine? You have a trust in this that he's just an idiot. Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling in. We still taking your calls. Let's take somebody from this line. Good morning.
Gentlemen, good morning. How are you?
Welcome.
Listen, I just wanted to say thank you for the show, as always. First time calling, but I just wanted to share a thought. Listen to the program I think it was Thursday, and I gotta admit, it was a very, very good program. I followed up on what you mentioned about the Malawi grants, the 350 million. And the one thing that struck me was, man, that should be our president up there receiving that money and taking that picture. I think even with a year to go, there's still time to really impact some positive change for the people of Liberia. And I hope that the president will step up to the plate. You know, no well-meaning Liberian wants to see him fail, because when he fails, Liberian people suffer. So I hope that this president will, with what little time he has, step up to the plate. It's a big year next year for the country. And I hope whoever it is, that they really can get in there and turn things around. People need leadership. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. We take a few more calls. 0770-102-102-886, 010383555. 102 can take the two person now on the line. Then we call it a quitting on today's edition of the show. If the president is in the interest of Liberians, but now he will have addressed the rest issue. It's a trending issue, and Liberians are feeling a pinch. So let's take this person here. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yep. Yeah, where joining us from?
Good morning to Costa Show. My name is Harrison Cases. I'm calling from the state of New Jersey.
Welcome, Harrison.
Yeah, my contribution is that I knew very well that the Joe Weah-led government could be in trouble immediately after the election, because as a winning candidate, you got to power and you are even able to pull your cabinets together. That was worrisome. And that prompted me to have informed some of my friends. I said, let me tell you, my brother, we founded this organization called a political party. This government will be a failure. So we left immediately. My appeal to the Liberian people is to wait, to be conscious, so that we have our election 2023. Sure, we are going to be flogged one time. There is no second round election in Liberia comes October. We are ready, we are mentally prepared, we are financially prepared, and we mobilize. I thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in.
The way things are in the country, I hope that's how it should be. He should be flogged one time. Mr. Harrison Case also, I agree with you, sir. Mr. Weah has done such a terrible job. The election should not even have to go to a second round. Mr. Weah has abandoned the country. Do you feel like you have a leader? Let's be honest, folks. Those of you listening. and watching, do you feel like you have a leader? Do you feel like you have a leader? I do not feel that way. I do not feel that way. I do not feel that way at all. I do not feel like I have a leader.
All right. Now we'll take somebody from here. Let me see. Okay, we just messed up on our call. We take one more person. Then we end up on today's edition of the show. 0770-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231 888. Okay, now take Momo the Critical Johnson from this end here. Momo, good morning, welcome. Good morning, Momo.
Good morning, Boga, and good morning to leader. Momo the Critical Johnson, thank you for the wonderful recognition. Look, I'm a bit constrained to call this morning, but I just have to. It is sad, leader, the rest issue. If you can retrospect, this is the first time in my life for some of us traditional to be somehow overlooked. When my little brother passed off, he didn't get few cups of rice to get out red dots, and also to cook, food for immediately after the burial. It was very sad. It was disheartening. No, the few cups we were able to see in Birmingham County, it was just for us to do the red dots and forget about the cooking. It is sad, and I'm getting complete information that the soldier, the AFL, the food that they can cook for them at the barracks is finished. So I think there's a time where we will just take upon it and see the AFL to go and protest for us. And secondly, the Division number 4 representative of Liberia County said on the radio on Spoon Talk that 11 million was allocated in the recap budget. They were given to Mawani this. As we speak, she is there to address our issue. The president is calling her on his birthday. They are married, making love. This thing is getting too much out to the extent. We will no longer wait. What will happen? I think it will happen in a few weeks or few days will come. This is enough. Enough is enough. Thank you, leader. Long live as we are with you.
Okay, Momo. Cos, give me your mark.
We have a big crisis on our hands. A big crisis. You couldn't have a bigger crisis than when people cannot find food to eat. I mean, we're talking, there's hardship in the country, and to make matters worse, there's acute chronic scarcity of our staple, rice. We cannot find it to eat. Our leader, the man who is supposed to be our leader, but unfortunately is not a leader, is yet to open his mouth to speak to us about the rice situation. Yet, he threw an elaborate series of events to celebrate his birthday this weekend. A football match, a big party at Jamaica Resort, a sermon at his stupid place called Church Forky Claw, in which he threw shades at opposition leaders and members. He said all kinds of stupid, ridiculous things. He tried to walk back his stupid comment about Monrovia being Miami, and all manners of things he's been able to do. But the one thing he has not said a word about is the scarcity of our food. We told you people in 2017. George, what is that noise I'm hearing?
It's okay.
Sounding noise. We told you during the campaign that George Weah is like poison. If you vote for him, you'll be killing yourselves. That is exactly what you are doing today. You are dying. You literally cannot find food to eat. Those of you who've got the money, you can find it. Those of you who can find it, you are paying ridiculously high prices for it. It is what you get when you vote for a man such as George Weah. For Jobo and poison. You tell it when you win, you tell it when you die. Jobo It's bitter, but it's got medicinal properties. It can make you well. It can heal you. It may be bitter at first, but when you drop it down and close your eyes, as we used to do when we were kids, in the end, the jolobo will make you well. But many of you, most of you chose poison over jolobo. Today, the poison is killing you, as I said, it would. It is killing you. 2023, I will be asking you again, jolobo and poison, which one do you want? Do you want poison or you want jolobo? If you think the poison is killing you now, wait until this bugger, God forbid, if this bugger was given a second term, it would be the end of our country. We do not have a leader. What we have is a 56-year-old child, a 56-year-old boy who cares only about himself. That is what we have. George Weah will never become a man. He will live, no matter how long he lives, he will never become a man. He's a boy. He's a child. You gave the work of a man to that of a child. You took a whole country. There's a scripture in the Bible. It said, "Shame to the nation that gives the job of a king to a boy, to a child." This man that you made president is a child. He cares only about himself. He does not love you. He does not care for you. He does not care whether you have food to eat. He says he doesn't care. Okay, so my people, there you have it, huh? You can't put me in the other chat room. All day they putting people in chat room. Let me move myself in there. Our time is up, folks. I've got to go. But again, I say this to you. God bless you. I know the poison will not kill everybody. I pray most of us will survive the poison. But until then, I see you. Bye-bye.